Yeah, boy. Excuse me. Get a drink. Hey, what's up? How you doing? I don't know how to say your name, or I'd say your name back to you. Give me a second here. I just went live, so I'm doing stuff. Lord Monk is badass. I'm pretty hyped about it. We'll see how it goes long term, but so far it's cool. Not enough decks. Already have that equipped. We'll wait till we get more decks. And then we'll upgrade Thunder. Thorns. I can't believe this guy's doing Thorns. I guess I needed to go down. Hey, what's up, Ethan? How you doing, man? Once I have like better gear and stuff, these Herald procs are gonna be more frequent. Ooh. Yeah, boy. Oh yeah, it's already going good. It's already going good. Oh, is the Invoker Thorns gonna be real, boys? Is Invoker Thorn gonna be real?
Something emanates from the darkness.
Can I upgrade it now? Yay. Hey, you boy! Monk Thorns, Monk Thorns. Let's go, Monk Thorns. Just warp around the map. Thorns. Thorns. Oh, Thorns. What up, dude? Thorn. Oh, wait for it. Thorns. Come here, ugly.
He holds a new lord. My king kneels. He didn't want me.
Invoker Thorns works, boys. We're going to the moon with this one.
Thank you.
I don't think it can go in. I don't think it can go in a bow. I haven't tried, but I don't think it could. I love Thorns, man. Okay, let's go get the tusk. Well, we're gonna find out soon, Ethan. We are going to find out soon.
Death shelters life. Fancy seeing you here.
When you get the big herald explosions, it's always so satisfying. Like that. Might be leaping back toward the front, not sure. I either need to go up there or the exit's down here. Okay. I think it was up there.
You're mine.
I've never used Trample Toe in the campaign. In general, I don't like Trample Toe. It's like, it's too overpowered in my opinion. I have never personally used it, like in the campaign. I've only used it once on a character I already had an endgame. Yeah, on Thorns' character specifically, I always level with Briar Patch.
Wasteland.
But that's just like a choice thing. I don't know what's actually how Trample Toe compares. Yeah, like my problem with like Trample Toe is like Trample Toe when something's that overpowered, it's like you're doing a Trample Toe build. You're not doing whatever build you were doing before. Like I feel like it takes away from a lot of the pizzazz of the build because it's just like, oh, that's Trample Toe doing like, yeah, you know what I mean, like. That's why I avoid it. What level can you even equip it on? What's the lowest? What's the level for it? Because what is the boots here? 12, 11. $27. Oh wow, Trample Toe's pretty low. That's cool. It depends on what you're leveling with. Maybe I'll do a Trample Toe Thorns build at some point. How does anyone know how Trample Toe and Herald of Ash interact? Do you get both effects? What would you say my most successful Thorns Reflect build of Season 2? Definitely one of my Wind Dancer builds for sure. Like, we're talking about most successful in terms of content and stuff, like, definitely one of my Wind Dancer builds. The Titan one performed the best, like, because it's Titan, but, like, the Smith guide I did was pretty fun. Because you got to level a Smith and use Sunder and stuff. Yeah, I think the Wind Dancer guide one was just, like, insanely versatile. It could do all content. It could do +4 Arbiter, +4 Breach. It could do, +4 Simulacrum. Versus, like, Thorns, it can't handle some content on +4. My Thorns builds were, like, my most popular in terms of views. Compared to, like, a minion build and stuff, too. I had a minion build that got pretty popular early on, too. But, like, just in terms of success, like, those Wind Dancer builds I just did, those were, like... Depending on what 0.3 looks like, I will league start as one of those Wind Dancer builds on like a Druid or whatever because of like how well it performed and how fun it was. Because it's just so versatile when you play with Wind Dancer. You can like put whatever skill you want as your primary skill with Wind Dancer. I actually really like all the Reflect options in this game, because you have Magma Barrier, Arctic Armor, Wind Dancer, and Thorns. And, like, the upgrades that they gave all of those from 0.1 to 0.2 was, like, really awesome. That's just, like, from 0.1 to 0.2, right? Like, we have, like, years of patches where they're going to make it better and better. And it already just, like, I already like it a lot. But yeah, I would say like right now, if you were to like play a reflect build and you wanted to do really well, the Wind Dancer build, just because you could like, if you want to play Sunder, Shield Charge, you know, you could probably work in most of the skills with it, to be honest. Damn, Javi, that's cool. He says, yes, my wife has been using your guide for Wind Dancer Smith of Katava. She made her first Arbiter yesterday in +0. Not bad for someone without experience. It's a very good build. That's awesome. It's a really good build. It's very versatile, and Sunder's fun. And yeah, Smith of Katava, like, it's not my favorite. I said this yesterday on stream. Smith of Katava, it's not my favorite ascendancy, but I have bet over time it's my most played ascendancy. Just because, like, anytime you want to do something weird, you just go play Smith, because Smith can make up for the defenses, and you can, like, force whatever weird shit you want to do. Oh, yeah, I know. Those are, like, people keep asking me if I'm super hyped for, like, Druid and stuff, but the ascendancies I'm most hyped for Reflect stuff, is Templar and, the Duelist stuff.
Now or never. Push on.
Like, Druid's cool and all. I imagine Bear form and, like, Thorns is gonna pair well. Like, you think about Druids and how they can be, like, thorny and brambly, that works too. But, Gladiator... When you think of like a spiked shield,
Meet the dreamer.
and then for Templar, after I just played PoE 1, like when I think about getting Tempest Shield, Tempest Shield's gonna be really fun. Yeah, I almost league started in PoE 1 the last week or ago, or whatever it was, as a Gladiator. It is very appealing as, for Thorns. I mean, yeah, it is a huge thing, you know, the WoW factor of playing the build, and that build was, like, very WoW factor, like, I think if you look at my YouTube channel, my most viewed video is a YouTube short of that, like, screen clearing effect from that build. Like, it is one of the most, like, satisfying effects you can have in the game. That armor explosion, cascading poison. I imagine it is getting changed a bit in 0.3. It'll still work to an extent, it just won't be as good. But, like, I imagine that each time a poison transfers, it's gonna, like, lose, like, 5% of its steam or something. That's gonna be what they inevitably do. Did I miss one of these things? I do have. But yeah, I really like the Wind Dancer build. Like I said, if Thorns doesn't get quality of life for league starting it, because, like, okay, I can handle buying the helmet, right? Like, if you tell me that, like, I have to get my first Exalt and then trade for, Crown of the Pale King, fine, I can handle that. But as long as those support gems for Barbs and Quillburst are tier 3 support gems, I'm not waiting for people to get deep enough into the game to get tier 3 support gems and then be willing to sell them to me. Like, that is too long of a wait. Crown of the Pale King, like, I can handle playing Thorns, like, maybe through Act 2 without it, and then trade for it at some point, right? Like, that's fine. But, as long as the support gems for sure are tier 3, there's, like, no chance I'm playing it. Well, I mean, yeah, that's why I don't do Cold Thorns builds. There's a way to do Cold Thorns. Like, I'm doing Cold Thorns right now, kind of, with, Painter's Gloves, because I am converting some of my lightning elemental damage into cold damage, but, there are gloves that just straight up convert lightning damage to cold. And, yeah, that's the reason I don't do Cold Thorns. This is just going to be like a straight Elemental Thorns build, and I think my next character after that is going to be an Ignite Thorns build. But, neither of them are going to be Cold Thorns because of that, what you just pointed out. It's just like, I would need a way that's like, if I'm doing Cold Thorns, there needs to be like a unique or a support gem that when you freeze the target, it doesn't freeze them. You consume the freeze, and it gives you a damage buff instead. That's like a way you make Cold Thorns work. But until you get something like that in, something that prevents you from freezing the target, I think I gotta go that way. Yeah, there's like, it's too counterintuitive to reflect styles, you know? Clowned on. I'd seen on the map it had not connected there anyway, so I don't even know why I tried. Yeah, the Firethorn chest piece is okay. The problem is it doesn't actually give you much Thorns damage. Cloak of Flame. Alright, see how fast it takes us to kill this dummy. If we get crits, we do a lot of damage. I got a good crit damage bonus right now. There's a couple crits there, big spikes. Oh no, he's bugged. Because he got hit during the drag, we have to wait for him to move and then we can hit him again. Oh no, he's bugged. Ooh, falling ceiling does Thorns damage? I didn't know that. Oh, right, I forgot about this. Yeah.
The servant of the dreamer has dared and succeeded. A living gem. A gift.
Time to make the horn.
It'll take a bit, my...
I will accept this honor.
It is time. Move swiftly.
Slavery will not be necessary when the dreamer awakes.
Move swiftly.
Yeah, I was tempted to do Fire Thorns on this guy, but I feel like just Elemental Thorns makes more sense. And then I haven't done like a fire, like a true Fire Thorns character yet, because my Fire Thorns character got derailed with Heroes, which it was using Thorns, but it wasn't a true Thorns build. I can swap to Pariahs. I do lose Herald of Blood and Scavenge Plating then. I'm okay losing Scavenge Plating for now. I'll get it back when I upgrade in Act 3. With a 100 dig budget, which ascendancy would you pick for a Thorns build? Ritualist or Titan, maybe? I don't know, though, because there's, like, a lot of weird, like, setups you can do using, like, the scepters and stuff. My guess would be a Titan or Ritualist. I'm still going the right way. Sometimes I get turned around. You can use a scepter with a shield. But no, you don't have to use a shield for Thorns. I ain't using one right now. But I don't know, I play the game weird. My answer to do you have to do anything X way is always no. There's a way to do everything a certain way. Yeah, Sacred Flame with Chernobog, one of those combos, you know. Exactly. That's kind of what I want to try for, if I had the money for it. I would try Sacred Flame with, like if I did an Ignite Thorns, I would want to try Ignite Prolification Thorns or something like that. Maybe you couldn't do it through Thorns, so maybe it would have to be through Wind Dancer. But yeah, I want to do something with fire soon. After my Flame Blast character, I enjoyed the Ignite Prolification there. I don't think Fire Thorns is gonna work, unfortunately, until we can socket Thorns. But I think maybe Fire Wind Dancer might work. Yeah, I really like my Flame Blast build I just did, but I'm a melee main, generally speaking, you know? And that was like a caster build. I don't hate caster builds. I do them every once in a while, obviously. But I need a melee fire build. Melee reflect build. That's not Magma Barrier. Magma Barrier is like... ugh. Yeah, like, you know, it's really up in the air with what I do in 0.3 because of that, Fishy. It's just like... I don't think Wind Dancer is a problem.
Mankind always aspires
It takes a lot of investment to get it online. Like, when we're talking, like, day 1 of the league start, you need good two-hand... Excuse me. You need good two-handers with melee skills to really push it. That's not going to be easy and cheap to get. And even when it's at its best, it's not like it's like near as good as like some of the other skills. Like, I think its damage scaling might get tweaked, but I don't see it getting nerfed that bad. But if it does, then, you know, I might be forced to League Start Thorns, but I might still want, if they like, again, if I get balance changes to Thorns, I'll want to League Start Thorns. I don't know, I think Wind Dancer is not awful. I don't think it warrants a nerf. Like, when I think about what, like, Magma Barrier got nerfed last patch because it was doing, like, 40 million damage, right? That warranted a nerf. Wind Dancer's not clearing bosses. Wind Dancer's only good because it's hitting white mobs hard enough to chain poison, I guess. This is my copium to, not doom over it getting nerfed soon. Because I want to keep playing it.
You're mine.
I wish Arctic Armor was better. But all the reflex skills can't be overpowered, or... yeah, that'd just be a... that'd be bad for the game. So, like... I think... I come from, like, MOBAs and stuff where, like... I think good stuff should get nerfed for the sake of just getting it out of the meta for a bit. It doesn't seem like ARPG players like that. They want to be able to play their same build every single league, no matter what, forever. They don't want to try new stuff, new characters and whatnot. They just want to be like, there are just a large amount of the player base that is just like, I will always play this character, this league, on this ascendancy. And, I mean, that's not how I play, but that's how they play. And they seem, I don't know, like a big portion of the player base. So, they, of course, they should be heard. And, but I personally think that, like, I don't get upset at nerfs because I expect nerfs. Like, just because I come from I guess an environment where nerfs happen to, like, intentionally. But this is just a different type of game. I am very much thorning. What's up, Fost? How you doing?
You are relentless.
I think it's level 41. I can use the palm I want to use. No, the woes of Thorns. When you don't have procs. I have no idea if it'll be the same Thorn strat or not. I'm only level 27. I just started playing the character. I don't really plan these things out. I just kind of go and we figure out along the way, you know?
Warring Knights.
Dreadnought time, right?
The Ferrodin, as we
War is the last resort of the sane against the tides of madness.
Give the water!
we must prevail, no matter what.
We fight to the end.
Thugs! Appreciate it, Shrugs. I'll go get my jewel in a bit. Hey, Ocean, how you doing, bro? Doing good, man. What about you?
Your end comes.
those days, huh? Well, at least you get to watch a relaxing stream of mobs thorning themselves to death. And the upcoming boss is one of the fun Thorn bosses. So yippee! Oh, when the Herald pops, the Herald pops. You know what I mean?
You were the fool under the hooded one's way. Do you even know what he is? No matter. You'll find my king.
Oh, damn, it's
far
all
more
cute.
capable than Count Geonor. My king, take the power you were promised. Put an end to this nuisance.
The second man.
Cloud before you came.
The Metagame.
The Mannequin betrays! We will have what is ours!
We're running out of time. End this.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
My queen! Take the beast!
I've leveled too many characters.
I don't have time for this! Stand! Bend to my will! Impede my enemy!
Alright, do a fun spell. Do a fun spell. I demand it, Jamin Ra. This is the end of you.
Die! Foolish Sycamore!
This is not over
Back to my roots.
yet. I return you to the embrace.
Head chopped off.
It is done.
Head chopped off. See ya, dog. Ah! Agreed, my man. Agreed. I mean, that's the reason why we play them, Ethan. Those moments right there. Alright, let's talk to this Dingleberry.
I must know the truth.
I know you're the reason this is all happening, right? I think that's what people told me. Reveal yourself. Oh no. You.
What?
It is hardest to forgive oneself, most of all.
Forgive yourself, sir. Forgive yourself. Alright. My least favorite act. Let's see how long it takes.
We now have.
Took me 45 minutes to do Act 2.
Until then.
The beast has grown.
Yeah, it was about an hour, because I did a little bit off stream.
Where the dreamer wills.
Too big, too big.
Your end comes.
Ancient corruption.
Yeah, fancy seeing you here.
Hey, what's up, dog? That was a good one. When the Wind Dancer gets the good explosion, it's cool. Unfortunately, you're probably dropping Wind Dancer before long, but we'll see. This is supposed to be a Thorns build after all. But maybe Wind Dancer stays as a part of it. Not sure. I don't think it will. I think Wind Dancer gets dropped. I think a lot of Spirit stuff gets dropped. It'll just be mainly like a Herald of Ice build. We'll see how that goes. It's like, but right now, we're just kind of doing things.
Cynicism incarnate.
I was thinking it was level 41, like I said. So sometime early Cruel, I'll get the skill I'm wanting to play with. I imagine.
They swing among the trees.
I really, so like, I don't know, just because of just like the natural thought of like, you're taking damage, so you want to have the shield and whatnot. Like, it just never made, like, I don't know, I think to all, like, I get the comment a lot, why Monk, why not using a shield a lot, and I get that, but I am very interested to see how well I can perform without a shield for as long as possible. I imagine if you wanted to be as min-max as possible, you would ultimately wear a shield. But
A life taken too soon. I wonder if
it has definitely led to me, like, I've never played a monk in general, like the way monk should be played. I don't like the quarterstaff skills. And all the fist skills are just kind of like hit or miss for me, but I am enjoying playing fist skills right now, or the palm skills right now. Easy.
Man bests beast once again.
So right now we're 255 crit damage bonus, 40% crit hit chance. Not bad. Hey, take care, OCN, bro. Have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by, homie. Always enjoy just seeing you dip in, even if it's just for a moment. Definitely need to get my crit damage higher. When you see the crits happen with the good lightning damage, unfortunately it's like lightning thorns, right? I'm worried, I don't know, maybe I gotta do Avatar Fire, we'll see. Cheers, bro. Get frozen, dweeb. Okay, I was on autopilot there. I don't know if I walked past anything important. What am I wearing right now? I probably need to upgrade my gear soon. Obviously my gear is good enough though. With the lightning thorns runes.
Ready to hunt.
We need to look through all the fog to see. We need to find the waypoint in the venom pits. Down there? I don't think so. That's close to the front, right? Yeah, it's pretty close. Can be there, but I'm gonna pretend it's not there. Is this the exit? Just to confirm. Yep, this one to confirm.
Back to the soil.
Oh my goodness. I really like at least for leveling though, the palm. I don't know how well it'll work fully in the late game. Here's what I genuinely believe. Anything can clear Waystone level 15s. Pinnacle content, I can't promise, but... Where the hell is this crypt? No way, it's right here, right? It's like barely... Bro. I tell you why I hate Act 3, but you can see why. Alright, just lean back and enjoy the act.
Darkness and decay.
Sensed it too, did you? Spirit is near. Good eye. Let's run that wisp down.
Look.
Please be it. Ugh. I hate trying to find this thing. I hate Act 3 so much. Too big. All right. Oh, was that it? I think that was it.
Even.
Alright, let's check my stash, 'cause I forgot what kind of gear I collected.
It's much appreciated.
Ooh, I do have... Oh, wait, I'm gonna keep wearing the element gloves right now. Oh, we did need a new jewel. Might have needed 2 new jewels, I forget. Just one? It was just one. What was this ring? 8. On the level 8 ring. Oh, we do have a multiple. Wait, that was 8. Blah. Words. Things. That's not needed at the moment. We're keeping the body armor on. Let's look for a belt and a ring. I mean, that's triple res. Helps the res just a little bit. Alright. Do I have any amulets? What level are you? 24. Why would I want you? I don't care about the stats on that. That's got vengeance on it already. I mean, sure. We can risk exalting it, but exalting it might increase its level. Classic. Should have left it as is. This is pretty good. This is actually okay for leveling. I will hold on to this. Eventually we will need to change heart stopping to the Thorns leech, but we can tackle that later. At least I'll remember it when it's here. Any other future rings that I'll use while leveling? Don't think so. What about belts? There's a level 38 belt. Be able to equip that soon. What about this stash? Any belts? I got lots of belts. This one's level 16. We'll slap on a level 28 belt. Thorns damage. Level 38 belt. That one's 38. 48. 44. Keep that one. Okay. Works for me. Let's keep going. Okay.
Rayclast is adorned with scars of what once was.
Okay, there's the wetlands. We'll get our next ascendancy points. Like, part of me wants to mess with Unbound Avatar, but I know it's not going to be worth it until endgame, if it's ever worth it. So more than likely, I'm just putting the points into I Am the Thunder, just for extra damage. How's Shattering Palm feel? Hey, what's up, Brut? I haven't gotten to use it yet. Right now, I'm using Killing Palm. And like, just using the palms and stuff with Thorns, the level, feels great. Like, it's like... It's fine. I don't feel weird not leveling without a shield and stuff. But as for Shattering Palm, I have, like, I think it's level 41 to use it. And I'm only 32. Almost there. But so far so good. It feels like this feels good. Okay. Do I have everything here? Yeah. Alright, let's get my spirit. We can put back on scavenge plating. Nice, yeah. The palms are definitely fun. You know, the reason I've always avoided Monk is because I don't like the quarterstaff skills. I haven't tested any of the palm skills yet. But like, when I want to play a Monk, I want to play like something brawly with like, you know, palm skills and stuff. So it's always been the way I've wanted to play Monk. I'm not a big fan of Flicker Strike just because of how comical it is. But the palms, like, as I'm using them right now, just walking up and punching to something, and then like Thorns causing like explosions and stuff. Really fun. And yeah, I think it's gonna work great with Shattering Palm. We'll see though. I should probably just scout the edges better. I'm just kind of running around like a dumbass. Never mind, I know exactly where I'm going. Aktak Bokta, right back at you. Asshole. She'll come down eventually. Thorn me. Come on. Yeah. Aktak Bukta, right back at you. Part of me thinks I should go for this crit stuff, but kind of just want to go for the Herald stuff. Fuck it.
Servy's tribe can now rest. There's a chill in the air.
I need just level 36 to use that. Okay. Alright. And now I got Herald of Blood and Herald of or Scavenge Plating back. Let's continue. Let's go get Ascendancy. Ascendancy time.
What wondrous sights. Ooh, beautiful, but deadly.
I'm sorry, Fishy. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot I like about PoE 1, Peyton, and I'm definitely going to try it again. Probably with, like, a better build. I'm not going to force that again, but I'm still going to make my own build. I'm just not going to do Lightning Barrier or whatever it was as my main skill, unless it got buffed. But yeah, that's just one thing I just never want, is for it to be as fast as that, cause too fast. Hey, Zero, I'm gonna try it. We might not commit fully to Shattering Palm. Well, I don't have Shattering Palm yet. I just have Killing Palm. I don't get Shattering Palm till level 41, but leveling with Killing Palm's been fine, you know. But when you're leveling with Twink Thorns gear, you know, that's always fun. But yeah, it's fun. I'm using this skill reserves 50% less spirit quarterstaff, so I'm rocking a bunch of heralds and spirit gems right now, making it super easy. I mean, it's my, like, 13th character this patch, you know. I'm over the authentic one that, you know, this is just like, I just grabbed gear I had in my stash already, you know. I have no idea how much it costs. I think most of it was cheap when I got it, but yeah. Not so self-found, that's for sure. Do the ice attack. That's not the ice attack, but yeah. I might have to try it out, Zero. I appreciate the rec. I told you yesterday that when you said that, like 5 minutes after you said it, I said, oh, here's the ice attack. Just give him a second. He had to pause for a moment to witness his inevitable demise. But yeah, yesterday when you said that, Zero, I literally ended the stream like an hour after because I couldn't stop thinking about doing a Palm Thorns build. So you literally did kill that stream when you said that. Because then I like logged out and started setting up this character before going to bed. And then I did end up actually start streaming this character last night. Like at like 1 a.m. or whatever. But yeah, we're at that point in the league where I'm bored enough to like... It doesn't take much to entice me to try a new build. You know? We're just killing time until 0.3. Alright, let's go get my Ascendancy. I am so insanely hyped for 0.3, man. I am, like, gonna be taking, like, a month off of work and shit. I'm gonna be going freaking hard. I'm gonna make so many builds. I'm gonna make, like, 100 builds. 500 builds in that first month. I should have given that to her.
A loyal but unwitting servant seeks answers.
It helps when you own your own company and you're your own boss. And I probably won't take a full month off, but I'll be going hard for a bit.
How far can you go, I wonder?
I don't know if it's going to be as much of a Buildmaker's Paradise, but the way Jonathan talked about GG or 0.3 in that interview he did with Try, like he hyped up 0.3 to have like a lot in it. Maybe it won't be like rebuilding all of the builds, but it's gonna have like more endgame depth and stuff at least. So we'll have more to like do at minimum. But I don't know if we're gonna see. I don't think we can expect to see that big of a sweeping balance change as we saw in 0.2. Like they can't keep doing that. Just completely rebalancing every skill gem. Like half of them have to feel good right now, right? So they're gonna leave those ones alone. That's really what made this patch feel so crazy for build makers, is because like every gem was like brand new, but you kind of had a fundamental understanding of it. I mean, he didn't really say much. Like I don't even really remember it much either. He could have been talking about more gems. Like, I'm sure there's more gems, support gem skills, weapons and stuff coming too, but my vibe was that, like, I think it was in response to a question about the endgame, but I imagine we're getting, like, at one point in the interview he said that there were supposed to be multiple breach bosses already. And he didn't promise they were going to be in 0.3 and stuff, but that was, like, kind of the gist of it, was, like... You know, 0.3 is going to be thick. 0.3 is going to be thick. It's the hope. I'm trying not to overhype myself for it, but I know I'm just going to be going hard, making like as many builds as I can. Oh, Jet's supposed to be the last one? That's so funny. Yeah. When you read Giant's Blood, it says you can, it specifically does not say spears. Yeah. Unfortunate, my friend. I'm sorry. I have made mistakes like that plenty. That's what I mean when I say in my builds that, like, because I'm a new player, a lot of the times, like, the build I show you costs, like, less than a divine, but I spent, like, 10 divine trying to figure it out, because you take swings like that and stuff, you know. Oh, yeah, no, dual spears is something I thought about almost immediately, man. Dual spears would have been sick. Yeah, that's a big unfortunate. Yeah. I would love the dual wheel spears.
Don't give up so early. I drought for the thirsty.
Oh yeah, no, I buy so many support gems. I buy a lot of tier 3 support gems.
Don't fall
It's because I stopped picking them up, though. If I picked up everyone I saw, I would never run out, but I stopped picking them up. And then eventually forget to start picking them back up when I get low. The thing I run out the most of, obviously, right now is, like, spirit gems. But I've bitched about the spirit gem problem so many times. Gold's a big problem, too. I've stopped running into gold problems because I pick up maps, always. I just pick up every waystone I see. And then if you just alch them, they vendor well. So anytime I'm out of gold, I just go into my maps tab and I just vendor a bunch of maps. Like, I got like 600 Waystone level 14s right now I can vendor when I'm out of gold. And like a bunch of Waystone 15s that I'm not gonna do that are like, you know, whenever, I don't know if you ever do like those map crafting sessions, but I'll sit there when I have like 100 maps I need to craft. I'll craft them all with Exalt, slam them, then Val slam them, and like the ones that are too dangerous to do or whatever, like the ones with temp chains and stuff, like I sell those. Yeah, you just gotta alch slam them. That's what I usually do. I just slam them with the alch. I mean, just go through a crafting session, commit to like making a bunch of really good maps that you're gonna corrupt, and then there's the dangerous ones you vendor, you know. It depends on the build. I've gotten pretty good route that, like, in solo self-found, not solo self-found, but on a fresh start, I can get to red maps in, like, maybe 12 hours, maybe faster. Depending on, like, how well I'm trading, probably faster. Like, I can get there really quick now. It just depends on my gear and my build, and how well I'm trading. So, I don't know, like, getting deep into the end game just depends on the build. For me, but I agree that like I don't spend more than like a week on a character right now. You again? I already fought you. I would maybe like solo self-found if I was a PoE 1 player. But I've never played a game where I actually like PoE or solo self-found. Well, I mean, just PoE 1's got an actual good solo self-found experience. When you like to do wonky builds that use many different uniques or, you know, stuff like that, like solo self-found, like in any of the games I've played, has always just been too limiting. I guess it's just a perspective thing, Zero. For me, I feel like it's not expanding your horizons. Like, to me, you play solo self-found when you're bored. Like, solo self-found is like what you do when you're like ready for the challenge, like more of a challenge within the game itself, and you're not looking for necessarily purely build making testing. I don't know how to phrase it. Like, when I play solo self-found, it's because I'm bored, I guess. I want, like, harder version of the game. But I don't know, like, 90% of my builds that I've done, I don't think I would have ever wanted to attempt on solo self-found. Like, unless they make unique crafting, like, more better. Because to me, the main problem is just getting uniques. Like, there's so many uniques that define builds, and it's just like, if you get to level 90 and you never see that unique, which is very possible in this game, that, like, sucks, you know? But in trade, you can trade for it for an Exalt, you know? So I guess that's my problem with, like, when solo self-found is, like, more, like, whenever I can force uniques into builds easier, you will see me play solo self-found way more. But right now, just, like, when I think about most of my builds, did I get my ascendancy points? What did I do? Did I kill the boss and just teleport out? Ancient orbs will do that? What are ancient orbs? I think this one's pretty valuable. It's like 120 divine right, or exalted right now.
May the strong grow even.
All right. So yeah, I don't think we're ready for Unbound Avatar. I think we're just going I Am the Thunder for the extra damage.
Oh, even stronger.
Converts one unique to another same type. But, like, how hard are those to get? Because, like, for me, like, one of my problems with solo self-found is, like, with right now with how Crown of the Pale King is set up, right? Like, in order to get Crown of the Pale King on League Start, solo self-found, like, if you wanted your first character to be a Thorns character, I would need to get to level 16, get a unique, or get, getting this helmet around level 16 requires so much RNG, whether that's getting the chance orbs to chance that helmet or getting whatever these ancient orbs are. And these ancient orb converts one unique to another unique type, so you'd have to get a unique drop first, and then you would have to get those orbs. It's just like that's where it's just like, yeah, I'd rather just go trade, you know? That's where my head's at. Until, like, it would have to be way more consistent, I guess, for me. Yeah, but, like, I don't want to do that. Like, when you say target farm, what do I have to do? Like, how do I target farm a unique? Like, getting the unique itself, right? Like, if we're talking about getting, like, chance shards, I have to, what, like, sit there and farm a boss for, like, 3 hours, hoping uniques drop enough times to get 10 chance shards? And then I have to go farm a low-level zone to get the cultist crown, right? Like, nah, I'd rather trade. That's not for me. Like, that, okay, let me rephrase. I can do that once a league, and it'll never be my main character, right? Like, I can do that once. Like, if you want me to do, like, a 1-month journey, like, halfway through the league, where, like, I do a solo self-found version where, like... But, like, specifically for me, just, like, when you play builds where a unique defines it, like Thorns, that's where it turns me off. I get why that's fun, though. I like that. I love those kind of things in MMOs. I just don't... It can't be my main play style. It just can't be. Well, I already have a solo self-found character this league. I think I got my my Wind Dancer Smitha Katava character. I made him in solo self-found. He's like level 70 right now. I'm just bored because I'm not getting any Jeweler's orbs. And I'm like, yeah. I need to go like, my biggest frustration was, again, it just needs more tools. I'll enjoy, hardcore solo self-found. Probably never. I like to read chat or watch TV and stuff when I play this game too much. And then, yeah. Like, hardcore, when I do it, it'll always be, like, a meme thing. That's, like, it's way more likely I get into solo self-found than hardcore. I'm beyond the point of challenging myself in games like that. Too old. I used to play hardcore in PoE 1, but not anymore. I get too invested, because, like, okay, like, I could do hardcore if it's like, okay, let me do my Smitha Katava that I know is really tanky, and, like, I like the Wind Dancer build, and I feel like I can pull it off. Like, maybe I try that once, but it'll never be like it. It'll, like, yeah. I don't know, I don't like hardcore. I get too attached to my character, and when it dies before I get to, like, test it, especially because I'm not paying attention, I'm just too spacey. I'm a noob. I mean, yeah, you can play Thorns without it. Like, I've seen people who have done something similar where they've played the entire endgame. Like, I know there's people that play Thorns with Deepest Tower. Like, you do not have to have Crown of the Pale King for Thorns. But I would just rather not, you know. When I'm in those situations, my brain is just thinking, like, the whole time for some reason. If I wasn't doing it in solo self-found, I would be having more fun because I would have the helmet. And I just gotta, like, rewire my brain to where I don't think like that when playing that mode, but, yeah. I don't know, I don't see how that I could play without that helmet. That's just, you know, that's a me thing. But again, I think, I have also said this on stream, I predict that one day I will be, at some point, like, playing solo self-found way more. Maybe not as much as trade, but just, like, I could see me potentially becoming a solo self-found player one day. It's just right now there's so much I want to play with and so much I want to test. That I'd rather just play trade. I mean, the act of trading itself is awful. Trading with people sucks, but I'd rather never trade.
With the ire of a mortal man.
I'm glad you enjoyed a mediocrity. And I'm glad to see that you're able to, like, semi-follow them in solo self-found too. Especially without that helmet. Maybe that just means I'm, like, overthinking the value of the helmet and I should give it a go for the lulz. On solo self-found on my Smitha Katava, I did get the Thorns boots. They're in my stash right now. But oh yeah, what I was gonna say about solo self-found is my main thing that's like the biggest turn off for this like currently the solo Self-Found is, I refuse to engage with Recombinator. And I know that's like required for crafting right now in solo Self-Found. I really hate the Recombinator. Oh, I have one. Cool. It's just not a grind I want to do. The idea of having to like collect a bunch of maces to just to RNG combine, like that is like the most cringe and boring of farms on the planet. Like, yeah, I need a tab for maces, I need a tab for amulets, I need a tab for rings, and I gotta like constantly like, oh, like I like monitor the ones I want to merge, and like this would be a good combo, and it's all for like a 3% chance. Like, nah, fuck off. I'm never ever going to engage in a system like that. That is just too, like, it's not fun for me. I don't know.
Strange.
And then you use it and like it just doesn't work half the time, and it's just like,
With this, we could power the mechanism.
that's just gambling.
I am exactly where I need to be.
I don't want to do that. See, that's why I don't play solo Self-Found. All the things that solo Self-Found players like are just, they're tedious to me. They're not the systems I'm looking to engage with. I just want to go kill monsters. I'm a loser. I'm a boomer. But yeah, I don't like the Recombinator at all. Bad for someone who's not good at managing his stash and has ADHD and shit.
Something like this will require a bigger soul core.
But these are all things that I feel like my opinion could very likely flip on over time. It's just like all noob complaints. But I'm also just lazy as fuck, so. I'm hyped for Shattering Palm. That's gonna be fun. We'll see how well it works.
Still functions after all this time.
I should remember to buy support gems more often. Level so far, I'm level 35. 36. More decks. Yeah, the Titan Wind Dancer is really awesome for mapping. I love that build, man.
That should be enough. Back to the central chamber.
Should hopefully TV there. No, rip. Genor is my favorite fight. I'm sorry he's the one that killed you. Have a level 40 Wind Dancer. Sheesh. Nice, man. Yeah, I think I'm a few levels away from Shattering Palm. Hand of Chayula. What is that?
Hand of Chayula can be used to apply curses and marks onto a target. Socket any curses or marks you want on the skills.
Pass.
When used on a shocked enemy,
Oh, the sky lasers. Yeah, was it the red ones in the later in the fight? Those ones are a bitch. Yeah, I'm really sad the Thorns Infernalist got dunked on, man. That was a big L.
Even without him.
Yep, I missed the Beerus build. I'm going to be revisiting Fire Thorns soon. Just because that one just got nuked. Alright, be right back a minute. I need to go get a drink. Sorry, had to take a phone call. Just give me like 2 minutes. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so, yeah, we're at this part.
Let's hope this works.
Back to the leveling. Oh, excuse me.
They're here. Just to serve you. Let's work.
I have the worst out. My nose is just dry all the time in the summer. My Thorns damage at 5,000. Sheesh. getting a decent amount of armor breaks too. Five levels to go.
Pick up the pace.
Yeah, there's no, I'll definitely be league starting Thorns or Wind Dancer. But they do pair well together, to an extent. You just don't scale them both into late game, but while leveling, having both is nice. For sure. Late game though, more is overcooked. Oh, the waterways. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I have ideas. Will they work?
Time for Exile to reveal its secrets.
What's your favorite build so far? Unfortunately, it was one of the builds I couldn't finish. It was my minion swarm build, but the Gilded Beetle got disabled, so... yeah. That one was fun. And then I guess the Wind Dancer build was really fun. Titan and Smith and Warbringer versions were all fun. They're There might be what I'm forgetting. The Flame Boss build was honestly really freaking fun. Yeah, I see people using Deepest Tower for bossing.
I had no idea how enormous this cigarette.
I just hate doing gear swaps and stuff. It's the main reason why I'm begging them to make the effect of this for a spirit gem and not part of the helmet, because, yeah. But yeah, I've seen plenty of people do Deepest Tower for Thorns. I have yet to do it. But I've already done like a few Deepest Tower builds, so...
This drowned city is not dead. Something moves in hidden spaces.
Yeah, I mean, Vera's was awesome, but... Yeah, Vera's was cool. But it also got nerfed into the ground. Hey Freeze, how you doing? Yeah, I never got the Alpha Sow. It was very expensive at the time. No idea what it is now. Yeah? I love 0.2. I've made like 15 characters this season. So stuff on Stormweaver. Stormweaver, I just haven't decided what to make a build for it yet. I have yet to level a Stormweaver this patch. Funny enough, I've done Chayula Monk before I'm Stormweaver. And it doesn't mean I have to level every character every patch, though I'm almost have done that. What am I missing? I'm missing Witch Hunter. I'm missing Nurse. I'm missing Gemling, Witch Hunter, Stormweaver, and Deadeye. I got lost. I don't think this is the right way. The way would it be? Up here, maybe? Maybe it is up here.
Ready to hunt.
Yeah, 5 level 88 plus characters this season. I don't know how many, like, what levels I have. I have most classes in red maps. Some of them I stopped at mid-80s, but I have a lot 90 plus. Usually my benchmark for a build is level 90. I try and get 90 before I make the final endgame video. Just because 90 is, like, yeah, 90 is a good benchmark for a build. Nice, Bowden. Yeah, once you get good at, like, navigating the campaign and, like, leveling new characters, especially once you're, like, it depends on if you're, like, giving every character the fresh start experience, but of course you don't. Like, most people, like, Well, at least buy like one Exalt gear, like willing to use some currency and stuff and gold. But once you get good at it, like, it doesn't take long to get to red maps. And then, especially like if you have like some tainted paradises around, like you can get level 90 in like a day, easily. Yeah, I hate. We had that talk earlier about it. One of the reasons why I hate solo self-found is because I hate the Recombinator. I am refusing to engage with it right now. I hate, like, it's because of what you just said. It just literally just feels like you're gambling. And, like, I just don't want to, like... I'm someone who min-maxes things. Like, I can't help but, like, when I'm doing something, usually, like, especially something like that, I'll want to do it optimally. And the way you optimally use the Recombinator is, like... You have a stash tab for rings, a stash tab for weapons, and like you're a hoarder for a while, but you have to be like a really well organized hoarder. And if you've seen my tabs, my ADHD is pure chaos. I don't have any organization in my tabs, but it's just like to get good at using the Recombinator, it would require me to put like focus on it, and I can't allow myself to half-ass use it, so I just don't use it. I mean, I don't slam either. I agree that slamming doesn't feel good as well. I almost never slam because, yeah, it doesn't feel good. I just trade, you know. One day crafting will be better, and I will care about it then. But right now, the state of it is just like, I would rather just trade. I don't know. Like, I could see me liking the Recombinator one day, but just right now, it's just like, I don't know, I just can't engage with it. I think that's just one of the areas of big improvement is like just legendary farming and targeting and crafting that stuff. Like, that's when you get me interested in solo self-found, is when I can reliably, as a noob like me, target farm without hideous amounts of RNG grinding uniques, then I'll be in solo self-found. But it has, I want uniques, you know? Hey, Dementry, take care, man. Get some sleep, yeah. Good luck at work tomorrow. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna get better here. Like I said, I have predicted that over time I will play solo self-found more to the point that it might become my main game mode eventually. But like right now, I just like, when I want to try as many builds as humanly possible. I'm guessing I need to go this way. Trade just enables that easier. hopefully this one's a fun reflect build. I'm already trying lightning thorns. Well, I need to change my runes on my chest. Every other spot's got lightning thorns runes though. Oh yeah, I'm not knocking you or anyone that are playing it, and it would be more challenging. I actually started a solo self-found Smith of Katava the other day. He's like level 60 something right now, so I've begun that challenge myself. It's just, yeah. I still have other builds I'm wanting to try, especially since I took the PoE 1 break. Oh right, I wanted to swap my my runes. Well, right now it's kind of elemental thorns because I'm using Painter's Servant's Glove to convert my elemental damage into all 3 elements. So I am technically doing all 3 elements right now. It's not just lightning thorns at this point, but yeah. 2 more levels, 1.5 level, and I get to finally touch Shattering Palm. See how that feels with Herald of Ice.
At long last. What is the source of that blinding light?
Oh! Yeah, adding on the fire dot. I forgot I don't have very good fire res right now, probably. What is it? 2? Yeah. The fire dot mixed in with getting hit by that many mobs. Not that tanky. I mean, I'm really not tanky at all. I'm just Thorns. Yeah, it's a good way to think about it, Bowden. Yeah. I would not be willing to do that, but if you're already there, yeah. I forgot about Alva gambling. It would convert that, yep. And it's very likely I use that for a bit on this build, because I'm trying some Herald of Ice cheese from that thing, but there's just a lot of downsides with Thorns and Reflect builds freezing, because when you freeze something, guess what? It's not hitting you. So you need to find like ways to like not freeze stuff. But there's just more investment into that concept. Yeah. Not sure what this is ultimately going to be right now. We're just leveling it. Might be a tri-elemental Thorns, might be Ignite Thorns, might be Lightning Thorns, might be Freeze Thorns. Who knows what it's gonna be? But I know what's gonna happen here. This guy about to go splat. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir.
Ingenuity never ceases to amaze me.
I'm already using Pulse Circle and Yell.
How can I help? These runes. I can make out symbols for blood and offering. Wait, no. It's not a blood offering, it's someone of vile blood. Perhaps if I... Now this is truly something! The apex! It's opening! Goodness me!
Goodness me!
We're back in the encampment?
Treasure in particular. You're clear.
Some sort of gateway. Oh, how incredible!
Yeah, that's one of the things I talk about in my Thorns feedback video, is just part of the reason why I want Crown of the Pale King changed is like Thorns is already so unique heavy that yeah. It makes it so hard to play at times. What's your fastest campaign time? Like I've never actually tried to like speed run it. And like oftentimes, especially when I'm streaming, I'm like stopping and talking and like being slow and figuring out my builds on the fly. But when I have gone fast, I think it's like 7 to 8 hours.
I was hoping to avoid conflict.
Not super long. That was also another reason why I like Ritualist for Thorns, is because that third ring is so huge for Thorns because we're so unique heavy. I still believe that Ritualist is one of the best Thorns classes at the moment because that third ring slot is just so damn good. Might as well pick up that gem. I don't know if I need 11s. I already have an 11. Do I need to get more in for Shattering Palm? I do. I need one more yet.
Halt! Your rampage age ends here.
No, it doesn't.
Don't worry.
I'm about to kill a lot more people. Like, way more people. You have no idea how many people I'm about to kill. What's her?
Which one of you is a Val blood?
Why, that was me, of course. I am Alva the Lion, treasure hunter extraordinary.
Take her! Bring her to Doriani. As for you, I will pay back every drop of Val blood you have spilled.
You ain't doing shit.
You will fall before us.
You're free. I'm playing Thorns.
I shall crush you.
Play Thorns. You can't kill me. Oh no, you used the wrong skill. No, she used the wrong skill.
What? Where did she go?
No heart yet. Okay, just making sure. Okay. Alright, we'll at least have Freezing Palm before Doriani. So we can at least test that fun stuff there. And then we'll have it at the start of the campaign. But cool. Okay. Okay. Azzilli. Oh, is that a heart? Rip. Yeah, look up whatever I did in my Thorns Ritualist. I did that Herald of Blood tech. That helps. Oh, it's one of those things. Rip. I haven't tested if the poison spread tech works on any other things yet, but yeah. All right, level 41. Alright, let's check out this shit. I hate this act so much. It's just like, send me to my fucking stash. The portal bullshit is so frustrating. Leveled too many characters, dealt with it too many times. Okay. Not gonna use you anymore. I don't think this should stay as this. But we're going to keep the armor break in it for now. Just because I don't want to sit there worrying about jewels. And then we are going to try this. It has plus melee skills for Shattering Palm. I think we drop Wind Dancer for now, unfortunately, but that's fine. We'll get more Spirit later. I have no idea if this is an ideal passive support setup right now, but let's just yeah, Act 3, I mean, Act 2 took me an hour to clear, and I'm not even done with Act 3 yet. Jesus. Whatever, I'm just gonna run from here. I'm not even in Act 3 yet, and done with Act 3 yet, and it's been an hour and a half. Now, I did go AFK there for a little bit. How much cold damage am I doing right now with this? Decent amount of cold. And Herald of Ice. Where are all the guys here that are breaching? I didn't kill them, did I? Or maybe I did. Oh, I did, because I walked through here, duh. Yep, because there's my portal. I don't have the heart yet, right? Yeah.
Chill.
I mean, feels pretty good. Okay, we still don't have the heart, so we gotta find the heart table still, which is gonna be over here to the left, but there's the heart.
Heart still beats. What foul sorcery sustains it?
Oh yeah, I'll sell that for 6 divine. Don't mind if I do. Of course, I've got to go to Africa. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's coming to my hideout. I hate Act 3. I hate Act 3 so much. Is it this deepest tower? Which one did he want? Where is it? This tab? There it is. Oops. Give me that divine. Yeah, I'm done with low life builds for this patch. Boring. Hook me up, homie. Give me them divs. Give me them divs. What? Listed for 6 divine. You trying to scumbag me, shitbird? Like, if you wanted to go down to like 5 divine, 4 divine, sure. But you just like not asking, making me teleport here from Act 3, thinking I'm getting 6 divine. Yeah, you pay more, shitbird, or you get out of my, what is this called, hideout? I am tilted. 5 more divine, buddy. I didn't travel here from Africa for you to only pay me 1 divine. Wanna sell for 1D? Wanna lick my 1D? You asked that before I come to you, fool. Or come all the way here. Yeah, exactly. That's how I do it, Sour. Is if I do that a lot where put 10 more chaos best offer. So thank you. Good luck. Out of principle. I'm just mad because I came here from Act 3 to get baited. No, I do this a lot. Like, I will oftentimes whisper someone who's listing something for 20 divine and be like, I want it for 10 divine. And like, 9 times out of 10, they'll say no or won't respond. But every once in a while, you'll get somebody. And, so yeah, I get that hustle, but you gotta, like, do it the right way. Obviously, though, I'm more tilted because I had to come from Act 3, which is like a 3-step process that's super annoying. But yeah, no, I was not going to take 1 divine either way. Not 1 divine, 10 chaos either. The lowest I would have taken there was 3 divine. If he would have said 3 divine, I would have said yeah. I was about to type to him 3 divine when he said I can do 10 more chaos, and no. I think it's almost 20 chaos per divine right now, so I would need to be like a lot more. Exactly, yeah. It's just like I want to get out of Act 3. Especially once you're in the portion where you're back in time. It's just like, get me the hell to Act 1 again. Or endgame.
The intruder is here? What of Nahuatzi?
I see.
No mercy then.
Kill him on sight. Yeah, but I have to get back to my portal. So I have to minimum create the portal. And then I have to like go back to that area to take it. So it's like I should just be able to go to town, you know. I think he's trying to buy a different deepest tower I have. No, he's trying to buy... Oh, I think I put it back in my tab without relisting it at 6 gold. I think I just slapped it back in a one of my tabs without relisting it properly.
I take no pleasure in harming
Little D&D for now.
But if you persist, I will do with her what I must.
Almost there. Probably this way. Wasn't paying attention to the direction I was waddling in. Whoops. Alright, Doriani. I'm sorry, that was mean.
At the eve of the end, the demon of Thorns has finally come for
You will suffer, Architect of Death. Shattering chill.
the ends justify the means. Catalyze future.
Ooh. I need a better life flask, apparently.
I can't give up. I must save my people.
You know why we're here?
It happened.
It cannot be stopped.
No.
I will succeed. Nope, I've seen you fail so many times, dude. You're really bad at this game.
You think you can stand in my way?
Can I eat this? I can.
I cannot let my efforts be in vain. Ravaging power! How foolish!
Do the ass shot.
You think you can run? Let me show you what true intellect looks like.
Travel to cruel difficulty.
Not now! How could this happen? All I've done, all that I sacrificed.
Your people cannot be saved. History is already written. You can stay here and die, or come with us and help save the future.
Can you shortcut like this? Nice. All right.
By the first ones.
Hello.
I would appreciate it if you could.
Yep. That was a good test right there. Good skip. We don't care about the loot from Doriani at that point.
Rest. I will see about this Miller.
I mean, it feels pretty good when you have the Thorns procs with it. Oh. Didn't do that. Let's get to a boss, though.
The Miller has seen better days.
Okay, I'm not doing anything with this armor break though. Is there a way to like consume freeze to do more damage? Like you can consume armor break and stuff?
Skill always beats raw strength.
Please come inside.
Okay, so I gotta do something else about armor break. Armor break's not gonna work there. It's possible I have to do a weapon swap with a mace to just always have armor breaker for managing scavenge plating stacks, and forcing that into this build might not work like the way I'm doing it. Unless like I can do it via Wind Dancer, but that wouldn't be consistent enough. I imagine, yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to. I don't know what's gonna ultimately be in Shattering Palm. We'll have to figure that out later. But I know it's not gonna be this armor break bullshit. And I'm probably just unfortunately going to be using a weapon swap with a mace for armor breaking. I was hoping that Splinter would help, because I am doing some physical Thorns damage. What is my physical Thorns right now? Well, I guess I have no physical Thorns damage if I haven't broken armor. I have a lot more physical Thorns damage if I break armor. So that is a problem. Yeah, that's probably the problem. Is I do have a lot of physical damage once I have scavenge plating stacks. But without those stacks, I'm not going to be breaking armor with the burst, because it's once I have that burst, I'll do more Thorns damage, or physical damage for the break. But in theory, this is a random mace.
There's a chill in the air.
Yeah, we're not gonna worry about armor explosion right now. I guess I'll just slap it into something though. Splinter. Like I could try. Yeah, my things are just dumb right now. Well, the ultimate goal is to not do. Oh, you mean in Herald of Ice? I don't know what the goal is with Shattering Palm yet. I still have to figure out what kind of elemental thorns I'm doing. Because this is really enabling the thorns. For this, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. This explosion's doing like no physical damage, so.
Winter prevails.
Okay, let's see here. I just need to look at, like, is there something I'm... Oh, this is what I was looking for. Something that, like... would consume freeze if I was doing a freeze build. I want to see how that interacts with Thorns on it. Let me see something. Do I have tier 3 support gems? Yeah, I thought about putting Embitter there. I have Embitter right now on Herald of Thunder. Yeah, I thought about Embitter. It's a good idea, but what was it about the test? Oh, it's the freeze thing. It was biting frost. Okay, so like, yeah. I don't know how that'll interact. That might not be like a good interaction at all. What other freeze things are there though? Okay, that's not good. Oh damn, it's storming. Might have to end the stream soon so I can take care of errands and shit. Let's just keep playing for now though. I'll worry about the support gems later. We'll just put Embitter in it for now, even though I don't have much to give it more juice from, and Cold Mastery. And we'll just go with that for now and see how... I want to test if... Okay, so my testing here is... I just want to consume the freeze. Yeah. Oh, I'm out of Thorns, yeah. It's pretty good, though. This is with using, like, elemental conversion and not using, like, 100% of lightning to, cold. The cold ring, so... I want to try and freeze a boss. I think I'm too powerful to freeze bosses right now. I might need to take off. I just have so much Thorns damage. Boots. I can't afford to take off the helmet. I can't take off the chest because I need the spirit for what I'm testing right now. I don't want to waste the support gem. Oh yeah, 3 dragons is bait. Like, I've tried to make 3 dragons work so many times. Like, even going into trying... Alright, this build's got some potential. That was a cool explosion. Okay, let's see if what I'm hoping happens. Any freeze buildup from that? So there is still freeze buildup. So Thorns can still freeze. But unfortunately, she's gonna die before I actually freeze her. But if I did have more cold damage, so what my question would have been is, we can actually probably make it happen. Did I put it in, right? I put it in the Biting Frost, yeah.
Swell.
No, don't lose your freeze. We're trying to science here, lady. Lady, we're trying to science here. Freeze yourself. Okay. Okay, definitely broke it, but it didn't seem to do that much more damage. Spine Frost might be like a an armor breaker type thing, like just like, or in a different skill to just like remove it whenever it happens on bossing or on mobs I don't want it up. Those explosions are cool. Oh, I can't wait till this build's in mapping. Oh man, this is what. This is why I like making builds. Is these moments right here where you get to see the things that you were hoping for, and they work as cool as, or if not cooler than you hoped. Watch this. This is gonna be cool. Yeah, boy. Think of that in the mapping density when we get to endgame. Let's get it again. Alright, here we go, here we go. That's so cool! That's so cool! That is not just satisfying to see, it is satisfying to play. Hey, appreciate it, Black Sun. These are the moments that I've been like, this is why I'm grinding so much, is these moments right here. Like, I talk about it in, like, interviews and, like, on stream and stuff. These are those aha moments where you're just like, yeah, everything you're working for. Oop. We weren't Thorns and that stuff. Oh, I forgot to put my boots back on, too. Yeah, this area of the Grellwood's always the most dangerous for Thorns because of those reflect guys there. Because of the chaos damage doesn't reflect easily. Shattering Palm. Cool. We'll have to see how we can scale it, but currently with Herald of Ice and Herald of Thunder, it seems to work. And normally Herald builds don't work that well in Thorns, but this seems like a skill that can enable it well. Because what I believe, I had to test it further, but what I think Zero was telling me yesterday was shattering, like, you know how like a lot of attack skills, they aren't really scaling off of the Thorns damage. It's just they're doing their damage, and then it's adding the Thorns damage on top of it, right? Or if it is scaling off the Thorns damage, it's scaling so much more off of the skills damage itself that it's scaling off of whatever Thorns damage you're doing is minuscule. On this build, or for this skill specifically, I could be wrong. I have to test it, and this is I might have misunderstood what Zero was saying, but he said it felt to him like Shattering Palm and Palms were like scaling off of your Thorns damage. Like it was taking your Thorns damage into account when doing the skill. If that's the case, like, you know, that's pretty cool. It's fun though. Could you do this on any class? This could be done on any class for sure. This is just Shattering Palm.
Generations of senseless conflict and fulfillment.
I only went Invoker because I haven't leveled an Invoker this patch. I'd have to like look into what would potentially be better for it, but Titan's good for everything Thorns, obviously. I did not think about it at all. I had no idea this was how the interaction would even work. Literally, I would have to like go look through the stream VOD, but what Zero said was play Thorns with this, and like he said it worked cool. Like that's essentially what I ran with. Like there was not much explanation on what would happen. So we'll have to see how it works in endgame. But imagine a world where we can get those big screen-wide Herald clears with Herald of Ice, you know, those big booms. If we can pull that off with this build, that's a huge level up for the potential of Thorns.
The old ways still hold some power.
I thought they fixed that, Bowden. I thought they made it to where they couldn't do that anymore. I thought that's what they fixed in 0.1. I could be wrong, but I thought what they fixed was the Heralds being able to interact with each other that way. Or maybe I'm wrong. I haven't tested it. I haven't played Heralds much this patch. Outside of Herald of Plague and Herald of Blood, so that's not true. I play those ones a lot. This is cool. I was not expecting this. This is insanely satisfying. Like, when I get the mapping density, it's gonna be awesome. You have to add voltaic mark on cast on freeze to make it chain correctly? Gotcha. I imagine that gets nerfed. Cast on crit just costs too much, though. If I recall, cast on crit and Thorns was broken anyway. I don't know if it got fixed in this patch. It's like this patch has gone on so long, and I've played so many builds that, like, I don't remember, like, things I played from builds 5 builds ago, despite they're on the same patch. So I can't remember at this point. Let's get a big build-up of mobs. Hold on, I want to get a big build-up of mobs. I want to get a big pop. Getting lag, lol. What I'm curious is, like, so, like, obviously, like, when you're going crit Thorns, this area, in my opinion, right here, this game, if you're playing a crit build, you have this area right here, and this area right here are, like, the best areas in the game for crit builds. Like, these nodes right here and here. So, obviously, these nodes are great. You don't need these ones and these ones. They're okay at taking stuff, but it's playing Thorns. Obviously, take those stuff. But what the things I'm going to be testing when I get to endgame are, like, obviously I want to test over, I've already mapped to, like, level 90 for a few setups. Like, I can get all the way over here, get offensive stance, get lay siege, as well as glancing blow and a few thorn stuff. And, like, get a bunch of jewels and stuff and, like, do some form of leech thorns version this way with shields. But, like, I would have to do a shield with nothing in my main hand. It would just be a fist weapon. And the problem with that is, not a fist weapon, my unarmed. The problem with unarmed is you can't use heralds. So if I go a shield route or a scepter route at any point, it would be like a different build because you can't use heralds with them. Which is like a big L with this patch, that herald change. So, like, I've thought about going a shield route, like a traditional thorn shield route, event, like, and you can path for it. But it would mean no heralds. It would mean no shattering palm. Because even if you do unarmed, you lose your heralds.
There's a chill in the air.
Which really sucks. But yeah. There's a quality of life problem, I think, or maybe a balance problem that I hope they address. So, like, if I end up doing an audible to Scepter's playstyles, or Shield playstyles, or Mace playstyles, it would, like, be because I fully gave up on the Shattering Palm playstyle, which I am not going to be doing. So I imagine, I don't know what my plan is after this. There's a lot of routes this can go. I have to figure out how Shattering Palm scales with Thorns first to figure out the best way to scale this, because then we need to figure out the mapping and bossing potential of this build. But yeah, there's a lot to think about. A lot to test. We need to get like level 80 to 90. Alright, let's see how good it does versus bosses.
The discipline of the forge has taught him strength.
Okay, really fun build. I need to stop there. It's storming. I gotta take care of some stuff. I unfortunately have... I say unfortunately, that's so funny. I unfortunately have WoW Raid tonight. There's a chance I stream later tonight. If I do, it would be after my WoW Raid. But expect to stream tomorrow. I'm trying to stream more frequently, like when I'm taking breaks from work and stuff. Expect either daytime or night streams more frequently. But yeah, I'm gonna go take care of some stuff since it's starting to storm, and this just seems like a good stopping point. But the build is starting to come online, and I am very satisfied with Shattering Palm right now. But expect a build guide in a couple days and more streams for this build coming up. Really cool though. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. Let me see if there's anyone I want to raid right now. Any cool people that are streaming PoE 2? Let me see here. Who's streaming PoE 2? I don't like stream. Oh, Farham stream hosting. I'll host him. I always host Farham. Alright, you guys have a good night. Or if I don't see y'all later. And, yeah, more of this will be coming. Because this build is